driving, but you may have them.
Yeah.
And that would be something
Be
you
aware.
guys have to, yeah. I always want you to stop driving before you have an accident or an incident than
Right.
after. And that happens
Complicated, of
sometimes.
course, by the fact that I live on Fripp and nothing is available on
No, I
Fripp.
know. No, well, wherever you live, you can't walk everywhere where you need.
Yes.
This is not Europe. But at least you have two drivers in the house.
Correct.
So it is not, and then you have a third driver
Correct.
who can even,
It's becoming more and more important.
exactly, who can even, help, at least, I don't know, bring stuff. So you don't have to go out. Good. What else has happened or is going on you're concerned about?
Beginning to have minor twitches in the right knee, which has always been my good knee.
I'm talking more about your brain.
Oh, the brain.
Yeah.
Hmm.
About
Short-term memory for sure. I need to write everything down. If
okay.
it's not written down, I probably am not going to remember it correctly.
He told me you have 3 calendars. Why 3?
Oh yeah.
Why,
One
why
by the
not
computer, one in the kitchen by the phone.
Okay.
I'm not sure where the third one is, Todd. I think there's only 2 major ones.
That's fine.
Each side of the desk. There's one by my computer and one on the other side of the desk and one in the kitchen.
And they all have the same on there? Or they have different things on each
Same
calendar?
thing.
It's very complicated to have 3
Sure it
calendars.
Sure it is.
Commonly it's better to have one big calendar and you write everything on that one. You know
Yeah.
whatever's on there is important, whatever's not on
I
there.
try to remember that
It's
and
not.
maybe
Because you
apply
can't
it.
write it on one calendar and then look at the next
Sure.
calendar. I wouldn't be able, I would forget.
Well, I try to write it on all of them at the same time. I don't make a note on one that I don't note it on the others, but you can certainly make a mistake.
All right. And so who drove here today? You drove out and you came
He
separately?
actually drove my
Oh,
car today, but that
you
is
drove.
not the norm. I
Yeah.
usually drive myself everywhere.
Sure.
She's going to need someone to go with her more and more
Mm-hmm.
because she can't come back from the appointment with total recall of what they
What they
instructed her
say,
to
yeah.
do.
So somebody has to go to visits. And that's, yeah, so then obviously you have to do that. It can be you or if her husband is cognitively somewhat better, then obviously he can do that too. All right, what do you do all day?
I'm an artist. I paint.
Okay,
I do a lot of resting because of the problems with my knees. I always lie down after lunch and rest for at least a couple of hours. I have an exercise bike in my bedroom, which I use watching the news. But other than that, I really don't get enough exercise. And that's
Well-
mostly related to problems with the knees. It's pretty
the knee, yeah.
restrictive.
yeah.
The
That's
walker is something.
arthritis, right? Osteoarthritis.
The walker is something new I dug out of the attic a couple of weeks ago when I hurt my right knee. And I've used it recently because it's still uncomfortable, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not the norm.
Yeah. And then you probably spend a lot of time managing your 3 calendars, having to write things down 3 times.
Probably.
All right. Now, your primary doctor who sent you already did some blood testing, which was normal. Blood testing, which, if abnormal, can cause memory issues.
Okay.
So she tested for.
This was Emmy Pope.
Yeah.
Okay.
She tested for thyroid function and for vitamin B12 level. Let me see here. And they were normal. B12 was on the lower side of normal. So it may be that taking vitamin B12 supplementation over the counter would benefit your memory. Do you take any vitamins?
You know, I really don't. I think I
Okay.
have a multivitamin on my pill spinner, but I don't think I take it on a
Yeah,
regular
so you can
daily
decide
basis.
either you take a multivitamin every day or you take
Yeah.
just a vitamin B12 every day. No,
I
I'm
think-
telling you, you
I
should.
think I take the B12 and I take the Most importantly, the tramadol. If I miss the tramadol, I
We're
break
talking
out
about
in
your
a
memory, not
horrible rash.
we're talking about your memory right now. So the B12, take 1 pill of B12 every day.
Okay. I have not been doing that. I have it on the spinner, but I don't take it every day.
You have the multivitamins on the spinner, not the vitamin
I think I have the
B12.
B12.
Okay, well, your son will double check
Okay.
and then
Is it the most important of the vitamins?
for your memory it is, yeah. Vitamin B12 deficiency can arise from an absorption problem, so even taking additional vitamin B12 may not fix it, but often it does.
That's why I want you to take the multi
Do
also.
you take the multi
Yeah.
and the B12?
You can, yeah, there's no danger in doing both. And then we just have to recheck B12 at some point in the future, making sure the level goes up and not further down.
Right.
Someone must have recommended that because she has that on her spinner.
The B12.
But this is one thing that I knew you would tell her
Mm-hmm.
is the way she's managing these medications.
Yeah.
For example, she just told you tramadol. Well, they've canceled that for
Yeah,
a long time.
That's a memory thing. I call it tramadol. It's not necessarily still
But
called
she has
tramadol.
all the old empty pill things
Yeah, I don't
laying
throw
around,
any of them away.
Yeah.
and we can't get her to stop that. And I knew that he would tell you to do that, Mom.
Okay.
So this is not me telling you; it's
All right. I'm
the doctor
listening.
telling you.
Yeah, anything obviously the doctor has not renewed and is up to date, you need to not take. There's a reason why not take.
Yeah.
And it's just complicates things. It's
Yeah, I've got some
confusing.
very old ones. I know.
Mm-hmm.
We want to simplify things. It's just an opportunity to get confused.
Yeah. The Ambien can make people confused, by the way, so I don't know whether that's
Which one?
being taken. Ambien.
Which is you take a derivative of that for
Yeah.
sleep, and she's often taking hydrocodone and sleeping pills at night, and
Yeah.
we just left an appointment. They said that's not necessarily bad unless she overdoses, but
Yeah.
typically, I know,
That's right.
oh, that's bad, but typically what happens to her, doctor, is she gets ill,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why she's asking you a bunch of medical questions, not about her brain, because those two things are interacting so much to where it exacerbates her mental state.
Yes.
When she gets way behind on her pain, or she's nauseous a lot, so we've had the nurse come in and try to figure out what's going on with that, because she'll go 2 and 3 days straight in the bed.
I've lost my appetite almost completely.
And she
Yeah.
forgets that she was in the bed for most of the week.
Yeah.
And she forgets that she was in the bed. See, she's forgetting right now.
No, that's not true.
She'll be bedridden, feeling terrible. Like we almost have to decide to take her to the emergency room, which they've done before. But then she forgets to tell the other doctor that she just got back from the emergency room.
No, of course, and that's why somebody should probably also be coming with you.
So we can help
The
you
doctor's
remember.
office.
And she knows she can't remember.
Yeah. No good.
But
yeah.
then
At
she-
least you have self-awareness.
She's got that very
Determined.
real time, but then she loses it very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. So some people don't even remember that they don't remember. You at least remember some of this.
Well, she does.
so
She
it's-
doesn't remember that she's already told us that.
No, yeah. No, absolutely. This is very typical. So
Yeah.
look at my nose. How many fingers you see?
2,
Mm-hmm.
3.
Follow my finger. Just look at my finger, not with your hand. Just with your eyes. Keep your head still. Good. All right. Lift your arms up. Turn. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.